Oh, good morning, guys. Welcome back. It is so good to have you with us here. Sunny Knoll Stables at A Stable Life. We are getting started on a beautiful morning. Temperatures are looking like we're in the 40s today. Winds are light and variable with about 10 miles per hour. Today's an exciting day. We're gonna be going and picking up Samson. It's gonna be a long day, a very long day. Right, honey? Right, honey? Yes, yes, good day, good day. It's good to see you, honey. There's George, looking beautiful. Morning, George. Morning, George. Ebony, looking so cute. You can always tell Ebony because her eyes are a little bit different, and she's got a narrower nose than Diego. Her eyes are more on the side, whereas Diego's eyes are more square. If you know what I'm talking about, that makes sense. But if you have no clue what I'm talking about, well, you have no clue what I'm talking about. I'm excited to say that the Multilander is back. We finally got that back at the stable. As with the four-wheeler, all of our tools and stuff that we had over at the house for doing logs and firewood, it's all done. It's all back here now, so we can get back to using it for its intended purpose and daily use at the stable. We got a lot to do today, guys. We're gonna be feeding horses. We don't do hay on Tuesdays anymore, which is nice. I'm really liking that, but we still need to clean out the feeders. We had a little bit of rain with that wind storm that came about, which naturally means we've got some manure that we need to take care of, and with our tractor back, best time to take care of it is now before we start developing some hoof issues with our horses. So here's the rundown, guys. We got to get all the horses in the stable, and our aim is to do it in half an hour. That's doable. That's doable. We actually are getting our line delivered, which is pretty exciting, and I videotaped the first load, and I'm hoping to get the second load on camera. So to kind of whet your appetite, here's the first load. There you go.
Over here. Come on. No.
In her defense, that was her stall.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, come on, sweetheart.
Good.
There you go, sweetheart. Donkeys! Yeah, what's up, donkeys? Donkeys, donkeys, donkeys. There you go. There you go. If I let you guys in, will you guys make me regret it, or will it be okay? Now, you got Diego with you. Rule number one, if Diego's in your pasture, your herd gets turned in last. Morning, boys. Hey, Spitfire. Hey, Suede. Hey there, Danny. Declan. Oh, Weather. Declan. Skywalker. And you guys may have noticed in the background, Tucker is back out. That's exciting. Morning, Poe. Good seeing you, brother. Hey, Sriracha. Hey, Gavin. Hey, Casino. Hello, Odin. Hey, Tucker. Welcome back, buddy. How we looking? Nothing crazy. That's what I like to see. Hey, Coco. And Argento. And we got Champ and Archer still daydreaming down there. Come on, boys! Come on, boys! Let's go! Time to eat! There we go. Let's go close some doors. We'll see them coming up shortly. I'll leave you guys here to take in the view if they decide to run, because we love seeing running horses. Just figures the day I got somewhere to be, you guys are acting like you've got nowhere to be. I don't think I've ever seen you two walk in so slow before. See what I mean? See what I mean? Look at those eyes. You can tell that's a Diego. That's an Ebony. You guys ready? Huh? You guys ready? There you go. Morning, Diego. Morning, Sarah. Hey there, Ebony. Hey there, Jack. Morning, George. Hey there, buddy. Ava. Good morning. Good morning. Look at that. Everybody right there coming in nice and smooth. Just the way we like it. Come on, George. Keep going, buddy. Keep going. Good boy. Now, with everybody fed, we'll let them enjoy their breakfast, and you and I are gonna hustle over to the hay farm, so we're there for the next load. On our way out, I'll have to stop at the hay fields because, boy, do they look great. All right, should be here anytime. He's here. He's here. That's exciting. That's awesome. That is 48 tons of lime is what they put loaded on each. They put 24 tons on each load. So a little bit more than we were kind of expecting, but it's all right. For most of the farm, we're putting down not most of the farm, but for most of the fields that were high in acid, we're gonna be putting down about 3 tons to the acre. So the next step will be going over to the ag supply service and picking up the spreader, because we don't actually have a lime spreader. So I'll be picking that up with this truck. Not today, because today's, well, you guys know, today's pretty busy as it is anyway. So on our way out, let's take a look at the lime. He said this second load here was pretty fresh. It was just ground up last night. That's pretty cool. And this stuff's all local. It's from Pennsylvania. Specifically York, Pennsylvania. So that's even cooler. Look at that. Minerals. So cool. So cool. It'll be really exciting. That'll be a whole video. Us getting the spreader set up and spreading out on the fields. And looking at the forecast, it actually looks pretty dry coming up. So the original plan was waiting till the ground froze, but I don't know. I'm thinking I don't really need to wait till the ground freezes. I'm thinking we're dry enough that we could do it now. The sooner we get it spread, the better. It's going to take about a year for it to work into the soil. So we'll start to see results this spring, but we won't really see the desired result, the expected result, until 2027 spring, which is crazy. Here's our orchard grass. Look at that, coming in nice and good too. Nice and good. This field is actually pretty good. It does not need lime. It just had a lot of weed pressure. These fields up here, these were the ones that needed lime. Yeah, look at this. Very bad in acid, especially down there, that lower field. Very acidic soil. You could tell how it's not coming in as thick because the grass is fighting the pH balance. Fun fact for you, orchard grass and timothy grass thrive in good soil. Crabgrass thrives in acidic soil. So if you have a lot of crabgrass coming into your farm, that tells you that your soil, your pH balance is acidic. It is not good. And if it's 6.5, which is the desired pH balance, crabgrass has a really hard time growing on it. Cool thing to think about, right? All right, back to the stable. Well, on my way to the horse stable, I talked with the ag service store. In fact, I'm actually going to tell you guys who they are because they've been awesome. It's Mainville Ag, the same company that the Veggie Boys have been using. They have been absolutely awesome. Like, everything has been super simple, super straightforward. You can tell that they appreciate the business, even though I'm only getting 2 loads of lime and I'm a small guy. They are super happy to help me out. So they have a pretty good website. You guys want to check them out? I recommend it. They did not know that I was going to give them a shout out. They did not ask for me to give them a shout out. I just thought that their professionalism spoke for itself, and that is the kind of person you want to work with. That being said, hear the sound of all the horses eating hay? It's beautiful. Since we don't have to worry about putting out hay for the horses, we can just immediately get them all turned out, get the stables all cleaned up, and then we're gonna head on down to the hay barn and get everything set and put away and move on with cleaning. This is gonna be fun. That was as fun as it looked. Good to have you back, Multilander. Doing what you do best, holding refuse. All right, we don't got a lot of time because it's already 11:20 and there was a lot of manure that I saw I needed to clean up at the middle field feeder. So let's get rolling on that. And yes, the excavator is back. We have the neighbor's excavator for accomplishing a few more tasks on the farm. I believe the Veggie Boys are using that to dig a water line. I'm sure Andrew will talk about that on his channel over there. Let's see how we're doing on charging up with solar here. Looks like we got an input of 165 watts right now, and the battery's up to 52%. That's pretty cool. I had it all the way down to 15%. So if anyone's curious, Andrew gave me a box to use. I thought that was pretty cool of him to offer to me, instead of constantly having to run the gasoline generators down here. Let's fire this up so this will warm up. I still have the big guy here for powering the big guy things. This is the biggest thing, and that little box, it doesn't have enough horsepower to power that. So I still need the big guy, but that box is basically a duplicate of this one. So powers all the lights, which is nice for when I need light down here. So that's cool. Man, that third cutting hay, look at this. Boy, does this look good. I'm so happy with how good that came out. Okay, enough jibber jabber. To work! Kind of funny, this used to be the main implement I used all the time with this tractor, was this bucket. Now I only ever need it when I'm scooping up manure, or where it's not even on a pile, and when I'm doing a little bit of dirt work. Other than that, I use the grapple for loading the spreader, grapple, grabbing hay, grapple, or bale spear, depending on whether it's loose hay or a bale. It really is beautiful out today. Wow. There we go. Boy, I love how simple that is. Let's roll. Well, Middlefield's cleaned up. I'll show you guys that after lunch because it is now lunchtime. So let's head on up and get some grub. I'm excited for that. Tractor, as always, did great. We just have one other feeder to clean out, and that is the hay barn down in the big field. I want to get that cleaned up before I head out and hook up to the trailer, and then we're gonna go get Samson. For afternoon feeding, Gavin is gonna be taking care of things here. Boy, don't we love Gavin. That looks straight out of a New Holland ad, doesn't it? Oh, that just sitting there looking beautiful. So what we got for lunch today?
Tell them. Tell them. We're having chicken sandwiches, and then Grammy also made fried cauliflower and fried onion rings. Oh.
I have a second question for you guys. Did you intend on matching today?
Nope.
Nope, but somehow Aunt Rhonda also wore the same shirt.
Well, with lunch in the rearview mirror, we can now work on, that's right, you guessed it, more manure. Let's head on down and clean out the hay feeder in the hay barn. It's drying down nice. I like it. Looks so good too. Come through here nice and slow. Casino, you gotta move your rear, buddy. I'm gonna bump your rear. Look out, buddy. You gotta tuck it in. There you go. There you go. See, I'm sorry. I just need you guys to give everyone a good view. Do you want to say hi to Casino, everybody? Hi, Casino. That beautiful blue eye. Good. Look how good this looks. Cleaned up nice. Really nice. Boy, that's a pile of manure. There's that dirt pile. In case anyone was curious, I haven't moved it yet. That's why I moved it behind the manure pile. Out of sight, out of mind. Yes, moving it that little really does that much. I just like to point out, because I really don't think that I illustrated it so much. You can see here we are on base ground, base level ground. And if you look here, that is where we had to dig, go all the way down to level out all of this ground, all for our hay barn. A lot of work went into putting this beautiful structure here. A lot of work. I'm proud of it, I really am. Now, can we see on the camera? Maybe a little closer? A little closer might help. The light just right. No. We're gonna have to go in the barn. Let's see here. I'm thinking over here. Oh, now you can actually see what we're cleaning, right? You hear that? You're rejected, hay. You're rejected. That is the big thing I'm really excited about us not having to deal with anymore. Some of these wrapped bales, well, you can see they've got a perforation in them. Moisture gets in there, and then the bale, horses don't want it anymore. And so this whole bale gets rejected. To my knowledge, I think from 2024 season, we've had 8 bales rejected. That's 8 round bales that we could have had eaten that are whole things a waste. And a lot of work went into getting this, you know, so I'm looking forward. Dry storage, that won't be an issue. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The camera just decided you don't need to watch me doing all of this. So I'm glad I checked. Anyway, we got all of this cleaned out. Everything's set here, looking great. And I was saying in the previous clip that doesn't exist, so we're gonna say it again. I am so happy with how great this hay barn has come out. Not only is it a great shelter for our hay, for our equipment, but it is for our horses too. the ability for them to come into this barn. You can see we got dry ground right back here. And they could just chill right inside the barn. They're out of the wind, they're out of the rain, they're out of the snow, and it can fit pretty much the entire herd. I noticed during that heavy rainstorm that I kept losing my hat that they were all in here with the exception of 2 horses. So, yeah, kind of exciting. Oh, there's one of the 2. Hey, champ. Hey, buddy. Didn't mean to startle you. Anyways, let's get some this manure out of the way, shall we? Where are you 2 off to in a hurry? It's nice in here. I left the gate open for the horses to come in and kind of clean up. Sriracha's over there cleaning up. There's George. Weather and Ebony are over there putting holes in my bales. Always appreciate that. And we got Champ over there doing his thing. Solar panels over here, pulling in some rays. Let's see what we got. Woo! She's up to 70%. Be fully charged in 3.9 hours. It's pretty great. That is pretty great. I have no need to have the lights on in here right now, but it's good if I'm ever in here at night to be able to use that. Or when it was like raining and crazy and dark, all of those things. Okay, tomorrow's, I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. Anyway, Thursday, we'll be putting out hay. Have I mentioned how much I love this door? Because I love this door. Love, 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 love it. I think I'm gonna leave that there for now. We'll tilt it up. Actually, I don't need to tilt it up. No rain till Friday, so Thursday I'll tilt it up. Or I could just tilt it up now and then be done with it. That is where that'll live. This is all stuff left over from splitting wood. Most of this came off of that softwood that we got, all the bark. Well, we gotta push some horses out. I must say, it really does make the barn look like really nice in here. It really does. I forgot my mount. That's why we're back in here. No wind. Nice. There we go. Now you're ready. Let's go get those horses out. All right, we got you guys on our widest mode possible, which on a GoPro is quite wide. All right, guys, tell me when I'm close, okay? Oh, a little bit too far back there. That felt pretty good. That was pretty good. I think we can get that on there. And then we just give it a little shaky shake, a little. Boom. There we go. Oh, I hear a wife. Oh man, it's like I'm a pro at this now. Now, what do you think the odds are that the lights are working good?
They're all good.
Everything looks good.
Yep.
That's what we like to see. Shall we hit the road?
Yep, let's go.
Well, we just filled up the truck, so we're pretty much ready to go. As you guys can tell, Megan is gonna be with us on this trip. She just went in to get us some snacks for the trip. Wait till she gets back and then we'll hit the road. All right, guys, give you the rundown here. We have arrived at the center. We're gonna be picking up Samson. Just waiting for him to come on out, and then we'll grab him and get him loaded and kind of go over everything once we're in the truck and we're driving. Got the lights set up, so it's nice and illuminated in here and pretty good. That should make him feel a little bit more comfortable about hopping in, and he's got food here waiting for him. Just a matter of, you know, when he gets here. Walk on. Walk on, see? I'll hop on. Nice and good. That's it. That's it. Okay. Attaboy.
Hey, you're okay.
You're all right. You're all right. He's just trying to see everything.
Yep.
So you're okay. I'm gonna take these, put these on the ground. So you've got plenty of light here, okay? Okay, try not to step on them as best you can, okay? You gonna go to the bathroom one more time? It's okay. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. We're gonna get you on home, okay? And I'll put a little light back here so you know what's behind you, okay? All right, we're okay here. Let's push. Hey, buddy. Yeah, we're just checking in on you, making sure you're okay. How you doing? He's looking pretty snug in there, pretty good. Definitely seems more comfortable in this trailer than the regular horse trailers. Right, buddy? Yeah. We'll talk about everything that happened to him and the surgery and everything once we get back. Right now, I just kind of want to focus on making sure that we get him home safe and sound. Megan and I are picking up dinner quick, and I also wanted to get back and check on him. We've driven about an hour and a half so far. He's getting his sea legs is what I call it. He looks like he's doing good. Let me check on the other side here. He's looking good. Right, Sam? Can you hear me over here, buddy? You hear me over here? Yeah, hey. Hello. Hello. Oh, you poor thing. We're gonna get you out, don't worry, okay? In due time. Everything else is looking good. I'm not seeing any problems. Got those lights down there on the bottom for him so he could see the floor, and a light over here on the bottom so he could see the floor. You can see just how much room he's got in this trailer. And he's got see how he's spread out? That's so he can keep his balance as we're going. The fastest I go is the speed limit. I don't go any faster than that. I mean, people are, they get a little angry at you. I've had a couple people pass me illegally. I don't care about other people on the road. I care about him. So I go as fast as I feel he needs to go, which does mean going quite slow around the turns, but it means that it's a lot easier on him. So I'm glad he's doing all right. Hey, buddy. Samson. Hey, buddy. Yeah, welcome home, buddy. Welcome home. Welcome home. There you go. There you go. Go ahead. Attaboy, Samson. Attaboy. Good job. You're out. Yippee! Yeah, you made it. Let's get you into the barn, huh? Okay. Attaboy, Sam. Attaboy. There you go. Whew. Welcome home, buddy. All right, let's let you get your bearings, okay? And we're gonna get you all situated. Well, he's settling in really good, really good. Now that he's got hay, he drank about 4 gallons of water already, so Megan and I topped off his bucket again. So he's doing good. So let's talk about what's going on, what happened with his treatment. In fact, my wife read over all the papers that was given to us by the doctor. So Megan, would you mind filling us in with what we just learned?
Megan's cold right now.
Come back! So you guys know that Samson has been down already. They did surgery. He had a squamous cell carcinoma in his eye. In fact, in both of his eyes. They hooked an IV up into him, and we went through that crazy regimen. That was a lot of work. A lot of cold nights. That was about a year ago that had happened. Fast forward now, almost a year later, and here we are, Samson, and you guys can kind of tell a little bit that's already happened. It appears that his right eye, sadly, was deeply impacted. Not only did the cancer come back, but it had completely infected his entire eye, and he did not have much vision in that eye. It sounds like, looking through all of the jargon on the paper, that he basically could see light through his eye, but that was about it. He really couldn't see anything else out of it. So it was recommended to prevent the cancer from growing any further that the eye was to be removed. And you can see that is exactly what happened. So Samson no longer has his right eye. Other than that, as you guys can see, he's doing great. For losing an eye, bro is just chilling. Which is, I mean, can we expect anything else from Samson, right? He's doing great. He's looking good. Stressful ride back. You can see he's a little... But he's happy to be home. He's very happy to be home. He has an appetite. He's drinking water. So that's great. That makes us feel very good. He's going to be on stall rest here for the next couple days. Not as long as you think. The paper brought out, what was it, 3 weeks for horses that had blurred vision to be regulated to the fact that they only have one eye instead of 2?
Yeah, it was 2 to 3 weeks for him to figure out his surroundings and be less skittish. So we just have to be cautious around him right now.
Yeah, very cautious. Lots of voice. When you're entering the stall, saying, Samson, I'm here to see you, buddy. Talking to him, and when you go to touch him, being very gentle. so that he knows, especially on his side where he no longer has an eye, which is his right-hand side. I know this probably has a couple of you, or maybe a lot of you, upset at the situation. I agree, it's not the desired outcome. But the key things to remember and focus on is that the cancer is gone. He won't have to deal with these IVs and these eye treatments anymore. All of that's gone, and he's doing well. You know, he's still gonna be able to live a nice, long, happy life. Doing well. He's still got complete vision in his left eye, and horses are very strong animals. Just because he doesn't have a right eye doesn't mean he won't be able to see things around himself. He's gonna get himself situated. His ears will tune up on sensitivity. He'll be able to hear a lot more. So we'll work with him to make sure that he's safe. And once we know that he's safe and he's comfortable, that's when we can turn him back out with the rest of the horses and go from there. How long's the bandage supposed to stay on?
Bandage needed to stay on for 2 to 3 days, but if we see that it's moved, maybe covered his left eye, or if there was any issues like it got really dirty or something. They said there's no issue in taking it off and you don't have to replace it. It's mostly just there right now to protect what it can, but it's not completely necessary, so it's just like a good precaution if we can keep it on for 2 days. I guess that's really up to Samson, but we'll see.
And then as for the actual eye socket, it sounds like they sewed the eyelid shut, right? So it just looks like he's got a closed eye. Is that what we got from the paperwork?
That part I didn't really
Okay,
understand.
so we will...
They didn't go into that on the paper.
Yeah, we will see. They mentioned it was sutured shut, I think was the term, right?
Yes, there are sutures in it that are...
They'll dissolve in 4 to 6 weeks, or
Yeah.
13...
6 to 8 weeks.
6
they
to
can
8
dissolve.
weeks.
They can also be taken out by a vet 14 days after, but they can just dissolve, and that is probably what will end up happening.
What will end up happening, right? And our local vet may come in, depending on if the owner wants her to do kind of like a checkup, just to make sure everything's going well. Obviously, was a bit of an intense procedure, as one could imagine. We're gonna let him calm down. A big part of that is Megan and I actually leaving, letting it get quiet around here so he settles down. He's doing well, but we want him to get some sleep tonight, kind of catch up. And then he's gonna be on meds and everything like that, so stay tuned. We'll keep you guys posted, as we always have with all of our horses. We're happy he's home though. If you have questions, we'll do our best to answer them. Make sure you leave them in the comment section below. Remember that this is a person's livelihood, a person's life right here. So whatever your questions are, you know, understand that if it's too personal of a question, I'm not answering it. I'm sure most of you can understand why. So just keep that in mind with your questions. But other than that, we'll do our best. If you haven't, don't forget to hit that like button. Remember to consider subscribing to keep you guys up to date with everything going on with all of the horses here at our channel. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. Do you want to clean out the trailer, or do I have to clean out the trailer?
That's all you.
It's about right.